Story 1: The Memory Collector. In the not-so-distant future, where the boundaries between the real and the virtual blurred, and memories became commodities to be bought and sold, I found myself adrift in a world that felt both familiar and alien. My name is Emily, and I am a memory collector. It all began with a single memory, a fragment of a life that was not my own. It came to me in the dead of night, like a whisper in the darkness, stirring something deep within me that I could not explain. It was a memory of laughter and sunshine, of a love that burned bright and fierce, only to fade away like a dying ember. As I clung to that memory, trying to make sense of the emotions that washed over me, I felt a strange compulsion stirring within me, a desire to seek out more memories, to piece together the fragments of a life that I had never lived. And so I set out into the world, armed with nothing but my wits and a thirst for truth. In a city that pulsed with life and energy, I found myself drawn to the darker corners, where secrets lurked in the shadows and forbidden desires whispered in the night. It was there that I discovered the underground network of memory dealers who trafficked in stolen dreams and forgotten fantasies, peddling their wares to the highest bidder. At first, I was hesitant to delve into their world, wary of the dangers that lurked beneath the surface. But as I delved deeper into the labyrinth of memories, I found myself intoxicated by the possibilities that lay before me, tantalized by the promise of unlocking the secrets of the human soul. And so I began my journey as a memory collector, seeking out those whose memories were ripe for the taking, weaving a web of lies and deception to gain access to the treasures that lay hidden within their minds. It was a dangerous game, fraught with peril and uncertainty, but the thrill of the chase was intoxicating, driving me ever onward in my quest for truth. But as I delved deeper into the memories of others, I began to lose sight of myself, my own identity fading into the background as I became consumed by the lives of those whose memories I plundered. I saw myself reflected in their dreams and desires, a ghostly presence haunting the edges of their consciousness, a reminder of the darkness that lurked within us all. And amidst the chaos and confusion, I found myself drawn to a memory unlike any other, a memory that seemed to hold the key to unlocking the secrets of my own past. It was a memory of a woman with haunted eyes, a memory of loss and longing that echoed through the corridors of my mind like a distant lament. Driven by an insatiable curiosity, I followed the trail of that memory to the heart of the city, where the memory dealers held court in a seedy underworld of vice and depravity. There, amidst the flickering neon lights and the stifling heat, I came face to face with the woman whose memory had captivated me, a woman with eyes that held the weight of the world upon her shoulders. As she looked into my eyes, I saw a flicker of recognition pass across her face, the spark of something long forgotten stirring within her soul. And in that moment, I knew that I had found the missing piece of the puzzle, the memory that would unlock the secrets of my own past and set me free from the chains that bound me. But as I reached out to grasp that memory, to claim it as my own, I felt a sudden surge of doubt wash over me, a nagging voice in the back of my mind warning me of the dangers that lay ahead. For in the world of memory collectors, nothing was as it seemed, and every memory came with a price. And so I stood at the crossroads of destiny, torn between the allure of the past and the promise of the future, unsure of which path to choose. For in the end, the memories we hold dear are not always the ones that define us, and the truth we seek is not always the truth we wish to find. But as the echoes of the past faded into the night, I knew that I could not turn back, that I must continue on my journey wherever it may lead, For in the end, it is our memories that make us who we are, and it is our dreams that give us the courage to chase the shadows of the unknown. Story 2: Echoes of the Mirror. The cabin nestled deep within the Appalachian Mountains was supposed to be my sanctuary, a haven where I could escape the chaos of the world and find solace in the embrace of nature. But from the moment I set foot inside, I knew that something was amiss, as if the very air around me crackled with an unseen tension. Days turned into nights, and yet the weight of my memories refused to lift, clinging to me like a shroud of darkness that I could not shake. I wandered the dimly lit rooms like a ghost, my footsteps echoing hollowly against the wooden floors, my mind plagued by the whispers of the past. It was on a rainy afternoon, as the storm raged outside and the shadows danced along the walls, that I stumbled upon the mirror hidden away in the attic. Its ornate frame gleamed dully in the candlelight, beckoning me closer with an almost hypnotic allure. As I gazed into the mirror's depths, I felt a strange sensation wash over me, like a cold breeze creeping down my spine. At first, all I saw was my own reflection staring back at me, my weary eyes betraying the pain that lay buried deep within. But as I continued to stare, I felt the world around me begin to blur and shift, as if reality itself were melting away before my eyes. Shadows danced along the edges of my vision, and whispers echoed in the recesses of my mind, taunting me with half-remembered memories and long-forgotten fears. Unable to tear my eyes away, I watched in fascination as the mirror seemed to come alive, revealing glimpses of scenes that felt both familiar and foreign. I saw myself as a child, laughing and playing in the fields with my brother, our voices mingling with the rustle of leaves in the wind. I saw my parents, their faces etched with worry, as they whispered secrets in hushed tones late into the night. But amidst the memories, I caught fleeting glimpses of something darker lurking in the shadows. A figure shrouded in darkness, its eyes glowing with malevolence, seemed to follow my every move, its presence sending shivers down my spine. As the days passed, I found myself drawn back to the mirror time and time again, unable to resist its hypnotic pull. I watched helplessly as the reflections grew darker and more twisted, revealing glimpses of a past that I had long buried beneath layers of denial and regret. Night after night, I found myself lost in a labyrinth of memories and illusions, unable to distinguish between dreams and reality. I neglected my art, my once vibrant canvases now gathering dust in the corner of the room, forgotten and forsaken. But as I delved deeper into the mirror's depths, I began to unravel the mysteries of my past, confronting long-buried traumas and unresolved conflicts that had haunted me for years. I saw myself as a young girl, standing helplessly by as my brother slipped away into the darkness, his laughter fading into silence. I saw my parents, their faces twisted with anguish as they struggled to cope with the loss that had torn our family apart. And amidst the pain and sorrow, I discovered the truth that had eluded me for so long. The mirror was not merely a reflection of my own psyche, but a portal to a realm beyond the veil of reality, where my deepest fears and darkest desires held sway. Haunted by the specters of my past, I knew that I could not turn away from the mirror, for it held the key to unlocking the secrets of my soul. But with each passing day, I felt myself slipping further into the abyss, my grip on reality growing ever more tenuous. One fateful night, as I stood before the mirror, lost in a haze of memories and illusions, I felt presence stirring in the darkness. The figure that had haunted my reflections stepped out from the shadows, its eyes burning with an unholy fire. With a voice that echoed like thunder in the stillness of the cabin, the figure spoke, its words dripping with malice and contempt. "Welcome, Mara," it whispered, its voice like ice against my skin. "Welcome to the realm of shadows where dreams and nightmares collide." As I stood frozen in terror, the figure reached out a hand, its fingers curling like talons around my throat. And in that moment, I knew that I had unlocked a door that should never have been opened, unleashing forces beyond my comprehension. And as the mirror shattered into a million fragments, the cabin was consumed by darkness, swallowing me whole as I descended into the depths of madness and despair. For in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains, where the mist draped like a veil over the land and the whispers of the past lingered in the air, my story became a cautionary tale, a warning to those who dared to peer into the mirror and confront the demons that lurked within.